Welcome back. This is Wisconsin Shoe Guy. And today we're going to talk about what makes a shoe collection a collection and what are the various strategies into making it a collection. Now, I stand here today with 126 shoes in my collection, but I have some areas of focus, I guess is the best way to look at it. And there's a history to it. But if you look at the collection now, I think I have 51 derbies, 50 Oxfords, 21 boots, and a very small number, obviously, of loafers. But as I think back to where I started, most of the shoes when I started were the two in the middle. I had long wing Bluchers, okay, or LWBs, and this is an Alden 979, and or PTBs or plain toe derbies, plain toe Bluchers, okay, which these happen to be in Shell Cordovan, which is an Alden 990. Now, I had Allen Edmonds. I had eventually I bought some Alden. I bought the same styles in Meerman. I found them in Crockett and Jones, although the long wings were hard to find in Crockett and Jones. And then I started to hit a brick wall from a brand expansion. I take that back. I have Carmina in these as well, and some others. But as I really started, trying to collect and understand brands, these just were. I mean, they were hard to get. They were hard to get in a lot of brands. So I decided that this would no longer be the primary focus of my collection. And I moved on to this, which is an Adelaide, which is an Oxford. And this, which is a split toe, which is a derby. Now, these, you can see the toe alignment here. The more subtle this is, the better. Although, they do have some that have no toe at all, and those are just apron derbies, right? Now, the Adelaide is basically because of this part here, this U-throat. That is what makes it an Adelaide. It could have a cap toe, it could not have a cap toe, it can have a brogue, it cannot have a medallion or not a medallion. A lot of different things, can have heel caps, no heel caps, all types of different things. But it's, you can even have a hole cut shoe, which is just made from one piece of leather, like this, where all they do is the broguing and the sewing to make the Adelaide shape. Okay? So that's a different style there. Now, they can have 6 eyelets, they can have 5 eyelets, there's lots of different ways you could do it. Both of these Adelaides are from Carmina, but I have a lot of Adelaides, and from maybe 20 brands. I mean, I can find them at a lot of different brands. And the reason that I don't know for sure is because I just got rid of about 27 shoes, and several of them were Adelaides, which made it hard because this is a primary area of collection. But if they don't fit right, why keep them? And so I did, and or if the brand is not a brand that I'm going to keep, why keep them? So, in addition to letting go of some long wings that I'm really still kind of unhappy about, especially the Carmina long wing, I needed to make some changes. So I did get rid of some split toes and some Adelaides. Now, I want to have 3 shoes from each maker in order to be able to really judge the maker. So I went with hole cut, and this is the example of the hole cut with a faux Adelaide. Now you can have a faux Adelaide, a faux wingtip, lots of different things. This is just a plain hole cut, and there are lots of different things. So obviously all of these materials are very different. This is Baker Russian calf. This is llama calf with a vitello. This is hatch grain. This is suede. Lots of different things you can do with it. But those are the general styles that I collect. But sometimes I want something different. Sometimes I want something kind of exciting. So I'll go for like a wingtip Oxford, or like this. This is an austerity brogue, which is a wingtip Oxford with no brogue holes. I know, strange, they call it a brogue, but there's no brogue. It's the world of shoes. There's just a ton of variation there. So those are the areas that I decided to focus on, and wanting the third shoe, hole cut or austerity brogue, gives us some room to work. And then, of course, I'm not allergic to trying something new, so every now and then I'll just go off the wall. But I do try to do split toes and Adelaides with every one. Now, with boots, as I said, I have 21 boots. 8 of them are split toe boots, like this. These are Graziano Girlings, or field boots, and including my pipeline, I have a total of 10 of these. All right. And these are Edward Green, Galways. So a lot of variation there. Now, there are some brands that don't do these, and so even to get 3 boots from a brand, if they do each of these, then I've got to pick another one. So I've been toying with Chelsea boots, Chukka boots. I don't really do Chukkas. I only have 1 pair now in the rotation. I have a number of 3 pairs that are just apron boots, kind of like a mock toe, right? And the mock toe can be like a big mock toe, like a moccasin, or it can be like a faux mock toe. One of the brands, Santalum, actually calls it a pseudo mock toe, which is kind of funny. So lots of options there. But as we continue the journey together, those are the primary directions of where I'm going. So anyway, just an update on the collection and where we're going. And in 2022, what can you expect? I'm going to be doing a number of made-to-measure pairs. I've ordered my first bespoke pair, and which is actually going to be very different because I am doing a remote bespoke, which means we're doing molds of my feet. So he has the mold in order to be able to do the fittings, which ought to be kind of cool. Hopefully, it's a relatively unique process, so hopefully we'll be able to video it. I have not gotten his permission to do that, so we'll see where that goes. But it should be fun. So looking forward to share the journey with you in 2022, and thanks again for watching.